Hey everybody, right this very moment, it is November the 9th, 2018, and it is not quite Thanksgiving Day yet. And yet, behind me you can see that we here in the Clark house are fully decorated for Christmas. Well, not fully, only partially, but my bride loves the Christmas season. However, we talk a lot in our family just how much we love Thanksgiving Day. It's just a great holiday. We enjoy the family get together. We enjoy eating a meal together. We enjoy how it seems to have fewer of the trappings and stressful times as some of the other holidays do. Having said that, we are embarking on a 3-week journey together called Thank You Notes. And the whole series here is based on just a quick survey of the book of Philippians. Paul, the Apostle Paul, wrote Philippians, one of the letters of the New Testament. It's actually a thank you note to that church for a gift that they sent to Paul through Epaphroditus. And he writes to them thanking them for their gift, their generosity to help other churches, to help the poor that he is working with. And in that thank you note that he wrote, we find some really cool gems, some great gold there as far as truths about gratitude, truths about thankfulness. In this first week of this series, we're talking about next level gratitude. And the whole point of talking about next level gratitude is that, well, we want to get to that next level. We want to be more thankful. And you may ask why? Why would you need to be more thankful? Some of you may be like, no, that's a good thing. It's a good character trait to have. But when you're being really honest, of all the top things to aspire to, why aspire to be more grateful? Well, I believe with all my heart that a more grateful heart is a good, healthy heart. The more gratitude that you can build into your character, the more that's going to spread throughout your entire character and just make you better, just make you a better child of God, make you better and more effective in life. I even see how that affects people not only spiritually, but emotionally and even physically. So it's an important thing to aspire to. So if you got to watch the full sermon, the full teaching that we did at Hickory Grove, you may not even be watching this video, but I want to kind of give you a quick summary of that teaching. We talked about these 5 characteristics of next level gratitude. Let me just kind of go over them with you really quickly, just as a summary. And this is all based out of Philippians 1, verses 1 through 11, the first 11 verses of that thank you note that Paul wrote. So next level gratitude is for who's more than it is for what's. In other words, you are expressing more gratitude for people than you are about stuff, than you are about things, than you are about circumstances. Gratitude that is more focused on people makes a big difference and takes you to the next level. Really, it's easy for almost anyone to think about something they're thankful for. But it takes next level gratitude to be thankful for the who's in your life, not so much the what's in your life. Another characteristic number 2, next level gratitude knows the source of all good. Real next level gratitude is aimed at God more than it is at anybody else. It's knowing who we are to be thankful to for all the good things in our life. Characteristic 3, next level gratitude is outwardly expressed. I believe that gratitude that you feel, that you think about, but that you don't express is kind of inhibited gratitude. It's good to have it, but until it's outwardly expressed, it doesn't really take full effect. Characteristic number 4, next level gratitude, is continual rather than occasional. In other words, if this is something that you occasionally experience or that you occasionally express, you want to go next level? Make it more continual. Make it a daily habit. Make it a moment-by-moment habit. Make it something that is pretty common in your life, and I think you'll see a big difference. And then lastly, the 5th characteristic, next level gratitude, is focused on others rather than self. And I don't mean that we're thankful for ourselves. Most of the time, we can think of things we're thankful for that are just good things for us. But when you go next level, you start looking at other people around you and you see the goodness in them, or maybe you see the impact they are making, and maybe it's not even an impact on you, it's an impact on others, and you are starting to feel gratitude for that maybe just as much as anything else. That's going next level. When you're thinking big picture, you're thinking about the other people around you and what is something about them that you can be really thankful for, even if it doesn't affect you personally in a positive way. Being thankful for someone, for who they are, and for what they do, even if it doesn't benefit you. That is next level. So as we think about those things, what next steps can we take to go next level? Well, the one next step that we're focusing on today in our teaching is simply write a note. And here are 4 things you can write on a note. First, you can name a who. Name a person that you are thankful for. Just write their name down. Stick that note somewhere where you see it. And just maybe you pray for them and maybe you thank God for them, which brings me to the next note you could write. You could literally write a note to God. That's a great thing to do. Write your prayers down, but write an actual thank you to God. Maybe you're thanking God for someone, just like Paul was doing. Or maybe you're thanking God for something else, but write a thank you note to God. Thirdly, write a thank you note to someone. Take a note, take a piece of paper, take a Post-it note, get your phone out, type a text, call them. I guess that's not a note if you call them, but actually express gratitude to someone specifically that you're thankful for. And then fourth, maybe you can take a piece of paper, take a Post-it note, and set a frequency goal. Maybe you jot down something like how many times per day you want to say a prayer of thanks to God. Or maybe you set a goal for how many thank you notes you want to write to people during the week. Or maybe you even set a goal of thank you conversations that you have live per month, this month. Just set a goal. Those are some opportunities to maybe go next level. Think about what next step you want to take, whether it's naming a who, writing a note to God, writing a note to someone else, or just setting a goal of frequency. And make sure you do that. Man, do that today. If we don't do it today, we'll probably forget about it and never do it. If you really want to go next level with your gratitude, do it. Take that next step today. In fact, in the worship service where I taught on this, we actually handed out little stacks of Post-it notes to people that they can go ahead and use one of those to write those next steps, to write that note on that and somehow use that in their life to go next level in their gratitude. So one more thing before we close, and this is the next step that I offer too, is that rather than write a note, maybe the most important thing you need to do is to give your life to the source of all good, and that is God. I believe that so many times we miss out on the good heart that God wants to give us because we've never given Him our heart. So maybe we give that to Him. If you've never done that, if you never completely surrendered your life over to God, consider doing that today as well. I hope you have some great discussion in your small group. We got a list of questions we've given your leaders. They can walk you through and pray together at the end. And I hope that you will find this teaching as you read Philippians 1 through 11, and as you discuss that together, I hope and pray that it will definitely take you personally to a next level with your gratitude so that you can have a good, healthy heart, spiritually, emotionally, and even physically. God bless you guys. Have some great discussion.